a channel that's all about applied self-investment. We're on day 12, still running behind, but nonetheless, we're on day 12 of 60 days of copy. And today's breakdown is going to be, I promise I've read the copy. But this is by Mel Martin, and this is the iPower breakdown. This is the secrets of great business in bad times. Sorry, honestly, this ad was a little weak for me. That's why I don't even remember it. It's kind of your super salesy old time ad. Like uses a lot of superlatives. This is the best book you ever read. Blah blah blah. But the reason why this book is good is because it comes from a high source of credibility. This book was written, the book called iPower was written by Martin Edelston. So this was a very, um, this book had a lot of like positioning and credibility. Was written by Martin Edelston, and he was actually, you know, voted into the Direct Marketing Hall of Fame in 2005. So this guy knows his stuff. But the way it was written, like I said, very, very old timey, very old salesy. Not a lot of proof or demonstration of how the product works, but it is backed up by a lot of testimonials and credibility. So again, so that is also a good way to like write copy. If you already have a lot of credibility, if you already have a lot of testimonials and social proof, sometimes you don't even need to write that much copy, and that's why you can tell this page is really short. But let's just get right into the breakdown. Sorry for that long intro. But before we begin, as always, make sure you join the Copywriting Axe group, and then you also join the Black Copywriter Coalition. I'll put those links in the description. But let's get started. Let's look at this headline. The headline over here says, "The Secrets of Great Business in Bad Times, Martin Edelston's iPower," at your bookstore now. So let's look at this headline. Is this headline urgent? Um, yeah, based on this headline, it does. The headline does mention some urgency with the phrase "bad times" in bad times. So maybe anyone who was really struggling with their business or wasn't doing too well, uh, then yeah, this could be urgent. It's like, yeah, there are a lot of bad times with these business. What are the secrets of great business? I don't know. I'm struggling. So at the end, secondly, this makes the ad useful in that sense. If you find out the secrets of great business, it could be useful to you. And then it's also unique because Martin Edelston's iPower. What is that? What is iPower? And also, it comes from Martin Edelston's, right? So he already has a lot of credibility. So that's also um, like useful to you, and the fact that it's coming from an expert source. So and then so does that make it unique? I mean, yeah, unique in the sense that this headline creates some curiosity because you're like, what is iPower? And what is Martin Edelston like talking about with this iPower? So it makes it unique in the sense of curiosity. Is it ultra specific? I mean, yeah, it's specific to the headline is specific to a credible source for Martin Edelston. So this could be ultra specific to people who are fans of this businessman, this marketing, this marketer, and so forth. So it's actually a good headline, but still a little salesy for me. But let's move on. The rule of one. Do the headline and lead copy stick to the rule of one? Do they stick to just one focal point? So let's go. You read the headline: "Secret of Great Business in Bad Times, Martin Edelston's iPower," in your bookstore now. And then you can see that yeah, it's sort of related because the image is there, the book is there, the headline is there, and then it goes on to say, "A little book has started a quiet revolution in plants and offices all across the United States of America." So very related. One sentence summary. How would you summarize this this whole ad. I mean, for me, it's like understand the secrets of business with iPower. I think that's all it is. Understand this unique concept of how to understand business and change, revolutionize everything that you've been doing. In terms of awareness, is the approach of the copy direct? I say it's very, very direct. It's very focused on business people, businesses, entrepreneurs, marketers, so forth, and people who are also fans of Martin Edelstein because they had to have it in there. So, anyone who is aware of this guy would always like buy their book. So it's mostly direct, you know, because people are very aware of the fact that they're struggling in their business. So 100% direct. What lead is being used? For me, I said it was a proclamation lead because it's the book is very it's kind of braggy. It's very brash. This is the secrets of great business in bad times. Martin Edelstein's eye power. Sort of a proclamation. It's not really giving you a solution. There's a little bit of problem solution in there, but it's also so I say two things like proclamation lead and then a bit of problem solution because here are the secrets of great business in bad times. So yeah, proclamation lead, a little bit of problem solution. So let's move on to the next section of the checklist, which is PAS. We're going with problem, agitate, solution. So problem is a problem that your product service solves easily identified. I said yeah because the ad references problems. Not really. It's referencing like things that are not working. So it shows you here all the way here where it highlighted in green where it says you've tried everything else but not tried this. In a time where nothing works, here's one thing that really does. So again, very, very salesy, not showing you any proof. It's not even showing you how other businesses are struggling or what they're doing wrong, right? So for me, so the problem that the book was what I got from this ad is like nothing works. Okay, like how? Why? Why is nothing working? That's all I know. I know that all I know from this ad is like we're in bad times, but it doesn't tell me why. Does the copy poke at your reader's pain points? No, not really. It just says you've tried everything, nothing works. It's kind of twisting the knife, but for me, it's just like it's very, very sumptuous. Like, how do you? Because it's assuming that everyone is struggling with bad times. Like, well, not me. What if someone could read this and be like, I'm actually doing all right. So if it's kind of assuming a lot about the reader. But again, you know, if someone is really struggling, this ad could mean a lot to them. So let's go on to the solution. Does the copy identify clearly there's a solution to the reader's problem? It says iPower will change the way you think about every element of business. Again, it's just like it would change every way you think about every element of business. Blah blah blah. But like there's not a lot of demonstration in this ad, but again, it doesn't need to because this is from Martin Edelson. This is from a guy who's already sold 250,000 books, 500,000 books, so he knows what he's talking about. So I think what the tangent that I'm going off on here, if it was for the person who was very, very indirect, like it wouldn't. Well, it doesn't matter. The guy has already sold 500,000 books, so like I think my point is mute. But like I said, still very, very salesy. Let's move on. The big piece, big four. Does your headline grab the reader by the eyeballs? Does your headline speak directly to your target prospect? Yeah, no. This headline is doing a lot of work. Does huge font, secrets of great business in bad times, eye power. Very even creates an image, it's like and then anything that says secrets also creates some type of urgency. So yeah, it does grab your attention. Also, this is Martin Edelstein. Like apparently this is a big shot in marketing. If I don't know who he is back in the day, because this is from like some old sales page. But anyone who saw this would see that, oh, Martin Ellison has written a new book on the high power. The guy who's already sold hundreds of thousands of books. So it's just like the copy doesn't need that much proof or demonstration. This guy is just like, yo, I already sold 500,000 books, and this is the best book I ever wrote. Buy my shit. So there you have it. So it speaks to the target prospect of, again, anyone who's a business and a marketer who's in business and who's struggling, who's going through bad times. This ad is for you. Does it stoke curiosity? Yes, because it's eye power. What is eye power? What is he talking about? So you have to go on and read it. And again, for me, it doesn't really explain. It just kind of keeps bragging and toting its ass. Is there a big promise? So there's some big claims early on, right? Lots of big claims. This book is considered the Bible amongst those in the business world. So it's already telling you, like, my book is the Bible. It started a revolution. Even there's one testimonial. It was like, iPower is the best business book I've ever read, and I've read them all. That's bullshit. You couldn't have read all the business books in the world, but again, strong testimonial, And this guy has already sold 500,000 books. So again, let me stop by. I'm very critical of this ad. I just hate old timey salesy ads. But again, lots of what do you call it? Credibility and testimonial supporting this ad and proof. So again, my point is moot. Uh, let's keep moving on. Like I said, the ad makes a lot of big claims, but it backs it up. Does the lead expand on the headline? Does the lead copy expand on the headline? Yeah, it does. It's a little book. It started a quiet revolution in plants and offices all over America. Uh, does the opening reinforce the promised benefits? Yes, the opening refers to this continuous improvement. So that's what you see. It's like eye power. Insiders call the system continuous improvement. Eye power for short. You know, I don't know. Kind of goes over my head, but still. Um, Again, it continues to arouse curiosity. Does the copy establish credibility? Yeah, there are so many instances of credibility in this ad. So it's Martin Edelson. This is a guy who was inducted into the Hall of Fame, in the Direct Marketing Hall of Fame in 2005. So he knows the shit. This guy has sold over 2 million books combined, like in business. So he knows the shit. Their testimonials. iPower is the best business book I've ever read, and I've read them all. And this is from Robert Half. This is from the Robert Half International. Also, Robert Half is a very credible business institution. So again, this guy doesn't really need to show you a lot of uh, proof or demonstration, but he's shown you how his product has worked for other people. You know, for one example, he's shown you that how American eye power fueled Japanese miracle. We taught them much more than quality circles. Uh, the rediscovery of eye power today, an inside look at how it works in businesses from Kodak to Anheuser Busch. I'm not saying that right, and more. Anheuser Busch, yeah. Anyway, so again, it does provide a lot of credibility. This ad is dripping in credibility. It might be salesy, but it's salesy because this guy, already knows the shit. So is the copy believable? Like I said, at first it wasn't, but you know, the book is the work of a credible businessman, Martin Edelson. All that, as I've said. Uh, so what does the copy do to prove to the reader that you are a credible person of authority who should be paid attention to? Again, the fact that this guy has sold so many books. He sold over 2 million books, right? And yeah, so he knows what he's talking about. Even though like there are a lot of like superlatives and just using very what's the word, exaggerated language. This is the best business book I've ever read. This book is the Bible. He's still backing that shit up. Does the copy offer a bribe? No, Not really. It's just like keep reading on because this book is amazing. It kind of just runs through it. Is the offer promise new? No, not to me. It's a book. It's not that new. Everyone has sold a book, so the offer for the book is not that new. Is the offer unique? No, it is not that unique. It's a book. It's 15.95 for the book. You can buy it wherever books are sold. Is it easy to implement? Yes, yes, yes. No, it doesn't tell you how fast it would deliver the results. Like this book doesn't mention how fast you see improvements, but it just tell you once you apply it, it will revolutionize your business. So no, doesn't tell you how fast it is from my perspective. Um, is the offer promise providing results that are predictable? Yes, you're getting the book that teaches you everything about business, right? So it goes on to say iPower will change the way you think about every element of business: cost control, quality control, productivity, staff meetings, delegation, hiring, firing, all that stuff, right? So, where are we at? So, yeah, this is what you're getting for this book once you buy it. So, it's kind of predictable. Is the offer promise providing something big? You're getting a great business book, from a credible marketing expert who has already sold millions of copies. And let's look at the hidden components. Does the copy use picture words to provide a snapshot of the reader in the future benefiting from having bought and used your product? So yeah, again, once you buy this book, it's gonna revolutionize your business. You're gonna know everything about staff meeting, hiring people, firing people, labor relations. You're gonna be like a very, very efficient business person. So that is the picture it's trying to create in my mind. That was the only picture that I was seeing, apart from the proof and the credibility that I was saying. Um, and then can you identify exactly when the offer is being made? Yep, right here. Only 15.95 wherever books are sold. Simple. Boom. Just right at the bottom. And straightforward. Is the call to action. There's the call to action asking for the sale clear and concise. Yes, it is. Um yeah, it's a very, very straightforward ad. Like I said, as I've said multiple times, the thing that I didn't like about it, it was salesy, using this is the best book, blah blah blah. But again, if you talk, but the whole thing that you learn from this ad is like, if you're talking shit, you better back it up, and he does. Lots of credibility. Everyone loves this guy. Apparently, he was indicted into the Hall of Fame in marketing. So very, very simple ad. Basically, if you can back your shit up, you don't need to write a lot. You don't need to write a lot or show exactly show every detail of how your product works. This guy has already sold 2 million copies. He's the shit. So I think this is why this ad. This is was this. I think the reason why this ad did well was it just had a lot of credibility and proof and testimonials. So a little salesy, but I liked it. Also, all right. So this is the breakdown. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. Actually, and what else? What else? Where? Yes, make sure you join the Copywriting Hacks group, and then also make sure you join the Black Copywriter Coalition. I also have an announcement to make. I know this is day 12, but this is going to be the last day of this challenge. Reasons why. I decided to do the 60-day copy challenge where I would read an ad, I would break it down, and then I would write my own sales letter. But now I would post my videos up on YouTube for everyone to see how I was breaking down ads. But I think now for me it's getting repetitive and I'm kind of struggling through it. As you can see, I don't know if you could tell, like I'm I'm not enjoying this. Okay. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about copywriting, but the whole process of doing this, like writing and learning how to read copy, is not fun. Uh, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. I don't. The process is hard. It's just like working out. It's like going to the gym. But whenever you're done, you feel better. But this is what this feels like. It's like going to the gym, and I keep telling everyone I went to the gym. It's kind of annoying. So I'm not gonna be doing these breakdowns anymore. This is gonna be the last one on video. This way I can just focus on myself and do. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep doing the breakdowns and doing it for myself, but I won't be posting these videos anymore on YouTube. So that way I can focus on better content that I care, that I have fun doing, and that I can make more quality. I know that I've been focusing on personal finance, so I want to get back to doing personal finance videos and also more personal development videos. But this for me, like with the breakdowns, is cool, but it's getting a lot, and I'm not having fun with it, and I don't want to post content where I'm struggling with or not giving my best. So I'm really sorry but if you've been enjoying this. But the thing is, even when I look at the analytics here, let me go into my YouTube channel, show you my analytics. Even when I show, I'm putting up 20-minute videos, and the average people only watch like 2-minute videos. So you can see the engagement is really not that great. I'm not quitting. Trust me. I just want to make sure that I'm providing quality content. But again, that doesn't mean you shouldn't stop the challenge, because it's very easy. Find a winning ad, break it down, and then write your own sales letter. Okay. But and I've done 12 days of this, but I don't think I can keep it going. I want to focus on content that is more engaging and more fun. With this, I'm struggling through it, and I don't know. Maybe you're struggling. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I was trying to say. This is Kwaku. I love you all, and remember to seek the greatness within you. Peace. Uh, Sorry, guys. I'm just over it. Peace.